I'm Karo. I'm based in Berlin and I work as a coach and facilitator. I've always searched for the deepest modality I can find to really go to the root of my inner chaos, I like to call it. All the negative thoughts I'm having, whenever I am blocked, when I want to do something but I feel like I can't. And generally I was still noticing some issues around self-worth or anxiety or fear. And I still haven't found anything that goes so deep to the root that I feel like I can really entangle my inner chaos and experience inner freedom. And when I was in Amsterdam, I walked down the street and I found a book on the street actually from Wolzek, and I can highly recommend this book to anyone. And this book described such a powerful modality of working with your inner chaos that I was like, okay, I have to come down to Costa Rica and learn it, practice it, and really get into the work. It's a funny thing to admit that what I learned here is ironically that all the problems I thought I had are not really the problems I had to solve. And that if you go layers deeper, you understand that actually what you really try to is remember who you've always been, underneath all the thoughts you had around what's wrong with you or the problems you might have or the concept of fixing yourself, and you understand that there is something much deeper to connect to again, and this is actually true liberation, true freedom. So it's kind of a remembering in the deepest essence, which is a bit counterintuitive because we so naturally always seek in the external world what we think we lack in the internal world. And I always had the felt sense of like everything I'm looking for I can only find within, but as Yellow really taught, like really embodiedly taught this, which is the most freeing thing that can happen, right? Everything I'm seeking externally, I find within. How cool. It's really a paradise. I've never seen so many different birds and animals and plants, and I think it's the perfect setting to also understand that you are part of this vibrating, beautiful universe. And the staff is so committed, so in their work too. There is such a loving atmosphere, yet a committed atmosphere, and you learn so many different modalities. You start the morning, whether it's yoga, whether it's meditation, whether it's rhythm, there is so much you do just in the morning practice itself. And then the days are very structured, so you have a very program you can really relax into and really go deep in your process. But you also have so many cool surprises. You really see the nature around here. You really do other healing modalities I've never tried out in my life before that are really, really interesting and intense in the best way. And in the evening, you can look forward to sitting to amazing healthy food next to the fireplace. And just a great community and an amazing place to be. Even if you wouldn't do this program, I'd say visit El Cielo. If you're still on edge and you don't know if you want to come here, if it's worth it, I can really affirm, just gift it to yourself. It's 10 days of your entire life, where we have maybe 45,000 days. And these 10 days, you learn so much, you learn so deep tools, you really have profound teaching that can, if you apply them, change your entire life. You can really have the deepest healing of the biggest problems you thought you had. And for me, there is nothing that speaks against coming here, because you can only go out of it richer. I'd say gift it to yourself. And compared to different healing modalities, I can honestly say I've been in the healing world for some time. When I was 18, I went to Vipassana, which is like an intense meditation retreat. And I find this, alongside with Vipassana, the most profound teachings and tools I've ever come across in my entire life for going to the depths of your inner chaos and finding freedom within. I always had this feeling of, I will fix myself all by myself. I'm going to find the books on my own. I'm going to study the tools on my own. I don't need anyone and anything. And I understand now that this is also just birthed out of the same problems I thought I had. And if you notice that you have this thought of, I don't want to learn from anyone because I can do it all on myself, just allow this little space of gentleness to be like, I have an open mind and I give them a chance. Because if it worked for many people here, what they did, it might work for me too. And just get over this thought that I want to do it all on my own. Why? If you have people that committed their life to going to the depths inside and teaching it, why not learn from them?